Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. Yahoo! And welcome back to Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. In today's video, I'm going to be covering everything you have to look forward to in the English server of Colorful Stage for the month of June, and there's quite a lot of things this time. Let's start with a brand new face in the Colorful Corner stream. So this is Eugene. He is the product manager for Sega, and if you have attended Anime Expo in the past, and you probably have seen him since he's the MC for the panels, but for the rest of us, we got to meet him in today's stream, so it was great to meet a new face. So let's start with the Wedding Live event, which begins on May 31st and goes through June 8th. So this will be the last Cheerful Carnival event in a while. This was confirmed by Eugene, so if you happen to enjoy Cheerful Carnivals, then just make sure to play during this event because you won't be seeing them for months. If you want to check out the cards, you can just watch the Colorful Corner live stream or check out the video that I made last month. Moving on to the 3.5 anniversary, we're going to be having a login campaign, which will give us 100 crystals and 50 wish pieces every day from June 1st through the 6th. And that was just the countdown to the 3.5-year anniversary. The actual 3.5-year anniversary login campaign, we will get up to 3,000 crystals, and also we're gonna get some free pulls, which I know we all appreciate some free gacha pulls. So this is gonna be going on from June 7th through the 30th, and since we'll be getting the gacha tickets, we're going to be seeing the 10 free gacha banner once again. So we're going to get 70 free pulls by just logging in. Best of luck to everyone. I hope you guys get some 4 stars. With each anniversary, of course, there's some paid elements. So here for 3,000 paid crystals, you can get 30 of the bonus energy as well as 1 wish jewel. There will also be a happiness package gacha, which are the paid gacha. You have to spend 3,000 paid crystals, but you are guaranteed a 4-star card. Last but not least, in the crystal shop, you will find both a sale on crystals as well as 3.5-year anniversary bundles. They also announced some 3.5 anniversary social media gifts. I know they did this last time for the 3rd anniversary, so we got more to look forward to. And they also announced a brand new special outfit for the 3.5 anniversary. So this is going to be a costume that will be exclusive to the global server. There will be both a female and male version available. They didn't mention exactly how this will become available, but I wouldn't put it past them to put it as a premium gift gacha, which is a paid banner. If you missed out on the Colorfest gacha, you have another chance. So this banner will be returning from June 7th through the 13th, and the rates will be doubled. And lastly, if you're a fan of Twitch streamers, they did announce that they're going to be partnering up with some of the big Twitch streamers, and I guess they're going to be handing out some type of code. So if you're a fan of them, then definitely tune into their streams. So here's everything that we have to look forward to in the month of June. We have 3 events, including the Arc Ender for Vivid Bad Squad, which is the much anticipated Over Rad Squad event. For the first event, we have the Haruka Focus event called Lead to Shine More. This begins on June 10th and ends on June 18th. This event will bring us one of my favorite Haruka songs, which is Supernova. The corresponding gacha banner is the Going Upstairs gacha. This will run from June 10th through the 20th, and it'll feature 4-star cards for Haruka, Shizuku, and Kaito. These are permanent cards, so if you don't get them in this banner, just do not fret. They have a chance of pop up in future banners. The 3-star card will belong to Airi, and the 2-star card for this event will belong to Len, looking absolutely precious. The virtual live will begin on June 18th and end on June 19th, and you'll get this special Haruka stamp. For this event, they also teased this 3D model of a chibi Haruka. I'm not exactly sure what it is. They're going to be telling us what it is very soon, I guess, but she is super derpy. I love her. Following that, we have the Mafuyu Focus event titled A Light Drawn Closer. This begins on June 20th and ends on June 28th, and it features one of my favorite Night Court Commission songs, M Purple. The corresponding gacha banner is titled Reknit Relation, and this begins from June 20th and goes through June 30th. This gacha banner will include a 4-star card for Mafuyu, Mizuki, and also Rin. These are permanent cards, so if you do not get them in this gacha banner, don't stress out too much because all of these cards will eventually eventually land in the exchange. Best of luck to anyone pulling, but if you do not want to pull, you do have a 3-star Enna to look forward to, and the 2-star card for this event will be for Kanade. The after show for this event will begin on June 28th and end on June 29th, and you will get another Thank You Mafuyu stamp. Last but not least, we have the Vivid Bad Squad over Rad Squad event. This is the one. Will they surpass Rad Weekend? You have to read the story to find out. This begins on June 30th and ends on July 7th. And with this event, we have the very first Bloom Festival Gacha. This will begin on June 30th and end on July 4th. So these ones are very different. In order to increase the mastery of these Bloomfest cards, you will need some wish drops. I did just make a video on that. I will link it in the information bar. And also worth noting, the rates are doubled. This is actually a really good banner to pull on. Definitely recommend. So the 2 first Bloom Festival cards belong to Kanade and Meiko. If you're a fan of either of these cards, or you're a fan of the cards that belong to the Over Rat Squad event, I highly recommend you pull on this banner, or any Bloom Festival banners are coming up in EN. And speaking about the Over Rat Squad cards, here we have the 3 4-star cards to look forward to. So from June 30th through July 4th, the rates will be doubled even for these cards. After July 4th, the rates will go back to normal. So if you're a fan of any of these 3 cards, I highly recommend you pull on them. You have a limited Kohane with a really cute haircut. Then we got Akito and his cool haircut. I personally really like this. I know a lot of people didn't, but I did. And finally, we have Hatsune Miku without her signature pigtails. The 3-star card for this event will belong to Anne, and the 2-star card will belong to Toya. I think they forgot to share the afterlife graphic. So the afterlife will begin on July 7th and end on July 8th. The only June birthday that we have to look forward to is Rui's birthday, which is on June 24th. So if you're pulling on his birthday banner, best of luck to you. Let's move on to songs. So the following 3 songs will be getting in the pen chart in the month of June. We have Lower, Awake Now, and Connecting the Stars. And here's all the rest of the songs that will be coming to the English server of Colorful Stage. So I already spoke about Supernova and M Purple, but you do see that we have a mystery song that will be coming on June 7th, and that mystery song will be done by none other than Porter Robinson. I did notice in the chat that a lot of people were asking who's Porter Robinson, and for those of you who don't know him, he's an American DJ, singer, songwriter, record producer, and he also is big into Vocaloid. Not only is he a humongous Vocaloid fan, but he has his own Vocaloid. He has his own voice bank. If you have heard of Bouta, which is an American English Vocaloid voice bank distributed by Yamaha, that is actually Porter Robinson's voice. Bouta was released as an AI Vocaloid voice bank for the Vocaloid 6 engine back in March 2023. So for those of you that are not familiar with Porter Robinson, definitely look up his music, especially his album Nurture, which features his voice bank Bouta, which is a combination of Porter Robinson's first name and the Japanese word for uta, meaning song. So Porter Song. I'm really looking forward to whatever we have in store from Porter Robinson, and I think you guys should be excited as well. Now moving on to real life events, we have Anime Expo on July 4th. So I already mentioned this in a previous TikTok and YouTube short, but there will be a panel this year on July 4th at the Peacock Theater. In order to attend this panel, you do have to have an Anime Expo badge. This year they have invited Karin Isobe, who voices Saki, Yuki Nakashima, who voices Shiho, Fumiya Imai, who voices Akito, and Kent Ito, who voices Toya, my absolute favorite, if you guys know this. I will be in attendance at that panel. I already got my Anime Expo badge for that one day just to see Kent Ito live in person, okay? Will I cry? Probably. Yes, maybe. I don't know. But I am excited for this panel. In addition to the panel, there will also be a special screening of the Colorful Stage movie. So they have teamed up with G-Kids to bring a special screening at the JW Marriott Diamond Ballroom. All of the voice actors are set to just make an appearance at this screening. So if you're interested, make sure you have a Thursday badge for Anime Expo and go to the JW Marriott Diamond Ballroom before before 3:45 just to make sure that you actually get into this special screening. For fans in Indonesia, they did announce that they're going to be having a Project Sekai booth at AFA, which is taking place next week as far as I know. So here are some of the merch pieces that will be available at the booth, and then here are some other things to look forward to. They mentioned that there's going to be a photo booth as well, so if you want to take a picture with your favorite unit, you'll be able to do that. And if you want to show off your gaming skills, you can show them off at the booth. Last but not least, we have the premium mission pass for the month of June. These are the boys and girls costumes for June. And for Gacha Reruns, we first have the Darkness Vesta Gacha. This will be running from June 4th through the 13th. The next Gacha Rerun will be for Under Eternal Bells. This will run from June 17th through the 26th. And finally, we have the Before the Storm Gacha. This will run from the 27th and end on July 6th. Then we have two premium gift gachas, one for Vivid Bat Squad and one for Leonid. This was in support of the Connect Live, which took place last year in the Japanese server. They didn't mention if we're actually getting it in the English server. I'm guessing we're not since it wasn't mentioned, but if you want the outfits, you can spend 3,000 page crystals in order to get them. And that is it for everything coming to the English server of Colorful Stage for the month of June. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Project Sekai content, discussions, and streams in the future. I'm currently taking a little break. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye!